Let me talk to these niggas, Zeke. Somebody got said. Shit. You niggas run the IG for inspiration, cause your immediate circle ain't good for shit but hating.
You talking like niggas gonna work together. Niggas ain't even gonna work together.
Well, niggas gotta work together if you talking about it's 100 of y'all, and if we don't kill this motherfucker, he gonna kill all.
Third world country
No,
niggas
you
working
right.
together.
What
So
you
talking about-
what you
that's
saying
gonna
is
work.
correct.
Yeah, that's
That's
gonna work.
What you saying is correct.
Because
I just don't know if we gonna do that.
If we don't kill this goddamn gorilla, we gonna die. And if y'all don't want to work with me, nigga, I'm gonna sit in the back while he kill all you motherfuckers, and I'm gonna figure a way of when he hurting you to knock him in his motherfucking head and kill him. I'm gonna get something to knock the shit out that motherfucker.
See,
And I'm gonna kill him, or I'm gonna stab him dead in his motherfucking head. I'm just telling you, I don't give a fuck what y'all thinking about. I'm thinking about if this motherfucker kill all y'all, and I'm still in there by myself, he gonna kill me by my motherfucking self. But if he thinking about y'all motherfucking 5, and I got 95 motherfuckers,
you gotta hit him with something.
I'm gonna knock the shit out of him with something. I'm gonna kill him.
Joe.
Y'all gotta understand, we gotta work together.
Niggas say working together.
I'm thinking the real way,
Oh,
nigga.
shit.
Facts.
So that's what we need.
I was
niggas
telling
to
somebody
work
that though when
together.
they asked me, I said, man, that's like asking could 106-year-olds or 5-year-olds whoop my ass. I'm like, once you hit one of them motherfuckers, about 5 of them gonna back off.
But they think different though. Them kids ain't know how to fight.
We talking about a gorilla.
I'm talking about a gorilla. We can kill him. I'm just telling you, if he attacked in one of y'all, if he attacked in 1 or 2 of y'all, he paying attention to y'all. What the fuck we gonna be doing over here while
It
he
might
killing
be
them?
20 motherfuckers on his back. He might.
No,
Y'all
he
saw-
niggas
y'all-
off his
y'all-
back.
y'all saw-
Absolutely
y'all saw
not.
Sinners?
Yeah.
Them niggas was struggling with vampires. Vampires ain't got
First
no
of all,
weapons.
first
no
of all,
nothing.
first of
First of
all,
all, that's some bullshit.
and nigga, you
That
saying
ain't weird,
we
dog.
gotta get this on record. Ken, we recording? Cause
Okay.
this nigga he saw Sinners on his box. He ain't even get Ryan Coogler $7 at the matinee. This
You ain't
nigga-
go pay
And
to
nigga,
watch
you didn't go
Sinners?
pay 15.
Hell
I
no,
paid
nigga
to go.
ain't went
Nigga,
to
I
no
went to the
movies.
theater.
See, that's
Yeah,
what's
He ain't
wrong
went
with
to no
you.
I went to the
Always,
theater.
always
nigga.
talking this
Hey,
shit.
Sam, if we had 100 motherfuckers against a gorilla, do you think we could kill him? 100 motherfuckers against a gorilla.
Niggas ain't working together.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I was saying.
But listen what I'm saying. What if we in this motherfucker right here by ourselves and you can't get out and you can't run? That's what the whole thing is. So why are we putting 100 motherfuckers that go run?
No, G, what I'm saying is once the gorilla hit one of them niggas, about 5 niggas gonna back off like, ooh,
No,
shit.
see, that's what y'all raw mentality is thinking. We gonna have to sacrifice a motherfucker. I'm saying like this. If whoever gonna be the first one to sacrifice, if we all gonna die, you gonna
Right.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to figure out what I'm gonna get to kill him.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta figure out something to kill him because we can't kill him just straight up because
For
he's
sure.
too strong.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, and his paws is too strong.
Yeah.
So one nigga, we gotta understand, we gotta realize, nigga,
Somebody
gotta go
Somebody
get at
gotta
him.
Somebody
get
gonna
this.
die.
Somebody gotta die.
Somebody gotta die for the squad.
It's
It's
a-
5 of us or 6
Somebody
of us
gonna
die,
die.
and then instead of 100 of us die.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame. We got to think about all that to know that we got to whoop this gorilla ass. We got to have.
We gotta
We
whoop
had
the
to have.
gorilla ass.
We got to have hella
Strong.
shit in place before we decide that
Thank
we all got to take this nigga
There
out.
it is.
Yeah.
So I'm not coming in this motherfucker talking about, all right, let's put it this way. Now, 100 motherfuckers, we got $2 million or $5 million. If we kill this motherfucker, everybody split the motherfucking money.
And they gonna try.
100 people getting $5 million, that ain't enough for niggas
But
to
no,
cooperate.
but shit, we at least gonna get 10,
Well, hold up.
10 to 20,000 or 30,000.
That ain't enough to
What
die
type-
for,
what-
G.
What type of niggas is we? What type of niggas is we? We talking about street niggas? What type of niggas
Yeah,
is we talking about?
yeah.
If
like,
we
what type
talking
of
niggas,
niggas
no,
we
that's what I was about to
talking
say.
about?
Because
But what if it was just for our lives?
if people in Africa have encountered, I'm sure
Think about
it's
it
been
just for our lives.
there's been
You
3-man
gonna squabble
teams.
with that gorilla.
It's been 3-man teams that have encountered gorillas in other countries, and they done took the gorilla down.
Thank you.
But I'm saying they've probably had tactic plans.
No, they definitely had
weapons,
tactics. We just gonna have to
all
come up
kinda
with
shit.
ours on the
We
fly.
saying if it's
But we
100 niggas in a gymnasium and a gorilla walking here with the shit right
We
now,
gonna get him.
Who going first?
I'm gonna get him.
Because I know I'm not.
I'm gonna get
I'm not
I'm
going
gonna get one of
first.
these chairs and I'm gonna discombobulate this motherfucking ass by hitting him.
I'm going
If
99th.
we keep hitting him with a couple of these motherfucking chairs,
Right.
that nigga fucked up.
Right.
And he gonna start doing this. And we gonna start,
You know how that nigga teeth gonna feel when he bites somebody?
That ain't you. You don't know.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be 99th to go.
Right.
I'm gonna be.
So if you put one of them chair, if you put one of these chair things in that nigga eye, and his motherfucking mouth, and fuck him up and discombobulate him and don't let him see, what you think?
I'm with you.
I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna follow your lead.
Follow
99th.
because I'm gonna get that motherfucker somehow. I swear to God, because I'm gonna find a broom or something and I'm gonna knock it in his eye so he can't see. Once you fuck him up, he all bad.
He all bad.
Yeah. Because you understand, bears really can't see anyway. All they do is sense you.
Yeah. Right,
They sense you. Bears don't really can't see.
Yeah.
So they sense you, and when they see you attacking, they only can attack one way. They only go like this. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what if you hitting him from the back and all that? He just gonna try to swing, move, and kill him.
Yeah.
You gotta kill him. We gotta kill him.
You gotta kill him.
You gotta think about animals ain't as smart as you really think. It's only a certain amount of them that's hella smart. Like a monkey, he's smart.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
And I think this is a perfect definition of why they call him the glove.
And with that, let's do a formal
Hold up. Meanwhile, we talking about gorillas. Meanwhile, Trayvon Martin killer still walking free, but niggas trying to figure out how we finna kill a gorilla.
We not doing that today, Brownie. We
There
here with the
you go.
glove.
Oh
There
shit,
you
you here
go.
with the bullshit.
There you go, with the bullshit. But we back with another episode of the Bars Podcast. I'm Lord Rap.
I'm Brownie Blends.
We got two special guests with us. We got the good brother Simba,
You know,
friend of the
I'm
room.
before we,
a guest no more.
yeah, I'm like the
No.
third host.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
just Rab and Brownie. Rab and Brownie hired me to come every 2 months.
Yeah.
So after the day, y'all see me in June.
It's a budget
Well,
thing.
it's an S in bars.
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you know what I mean?
Right.
And today we got a very, very, very special guest. Oakland's own,
Yeah.
right? I think we should say this, though, because the accolades count, right? DPOY, right?
Yes.
96.
Yes.
Motherfucker that gave Michael Jeffrey Jordan the business.
Yeah.
You know what I
called
mean?
him Jeffrey, huh? I like that Jeffrey shit.
Fitz, go
You know
look at
what
the
I'm saying?
tape.
We got a,
Go look
you know
at
what I'm
the
saying?
tape.
First team twice, second team 5 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pac-10 player of the year, and straight up out of the town in Oregon made Sports Illustrated cover. We're going to get into that, though. That was
Can I
fucking
cut you off
crazy.
real
Yeah,
quick?
go ahead.
How much of that did you know before we scheduled the interview?
You don't know Gary Payton,
No, I'm
nigga?
asking you. How much?
I knew it all.
No, let's
Bet,
ask Simba
bet.
though, that shit. Simba came at me on some bullshit. Man, I'm getting his helmet though. Because I got in a motherfucking helmet the other day, man. And the gang,
Oh,
he talking
shit.
that same ass shit
Right.
that I couldn't score. Simba, man, we gonna go on this motherfucking thing,
Come on,
man,
we
and
gonna
I'm
get
gonna
to
show
it.
you
Come
every
on,
year of
get
my
to it.
career
Come on, man.
that when I was motherfucking scoring, Simba, for 9 years straight, I scored over 20 motherfucking points
That's a
and
fact.
averaged 8 or 9 assists.
That's a fact.
I had to do
whole
some
year.
research.
And I had to get another nigga ass the other day about that, talking about, and then similar, you know I scored 21,000 motherfucking points.
Come on,
Seen
man.
that. I seen that.
21,000 points.
I seen
That
that.
ain't too many motherfuckers scored 20,000
Nah.
points
I seen
in
that.
the motherfucking NBA.
seen that.
So I was just telling motherfuckers, they just thought about D. Man, I was busting niggas' ass.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Right.
did bust niggas' ass.
Well, let's give them some
Let's get
backstory
right
on the.
to it.
Let's give them
Yes,
some
give it
backstory
to
on the
him, B.
conversation, right? Give us some backstory on how this whole thing came about.
On this conversation?
yeah, how this whole thing come about,
Okay,
man.
so we was on the 520 podcast,
Yeah.
right?
Shout out to Club 520.
Shout out to Club 520, Jeff Teague and the fellas be here, DJ Wells, right? So we on the pod, and they asked us who was our favorite, or who was the
Best guard.
person baller from Oakland,
Best
right?
point guard.
Best point guard.
Did he say point guard or guard?
He said point guard.
He might have said guard.
No, he said point guard.
Well, we
I
only got
watched it 90 times because I got
well,
in some
only
trouble.
two guard we got is
Some
there.
trouble.
Point guard. He said point
He
guard.
said
I
point
guard.
guard.
I went back and watched.
Point
He said
guard.
point
Point guard.
Right.
And Sim
Yeah.
declared Jason Kidd
Yes.
as the number one point
I'm
guard
not
to ever
mad
come out
at
of
that
Oakland.
because I raised him, but he wasn't better than me.
Yeah,
He wasn't better than me in scoring. He would pass the ball better than I did at the beginning.
Right.
You know, as in scoring and defense, he wasn't nowhere near me. Rebounding the basketball, he can do that better than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But me being all over the floor and 94 feet, I was way better than Jay.
Yeah.
So if we depend on what category was better, I'll put Jay as two things he did way better than me. He passed the basketball and he rebounded the basketball better than me. Other than that, everything else I did better than Jay. You know, as a leader, I think we probably was the same because we led the teams the same way.
Right.
But as in scoring, never. Because he didn't score the basketball until his end of his career.
Yeah.
You know, defense on 194 feet, he didn't play like me.
Right.
I got more steals than he did too. So, but you know, I raised him.
Yeah.
So it was really a little different, different.
Wow.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
for me, a little backstory. My godmother is Tonda Rucker. Mm-hmm. So Tonda Rucker was the first person to bring me to a Jason Kidd game,
Right.
NBA game, all these things. My first picture with a player was J Kidd, all these things. So when the question was asked, my mind immediately went to my bias.
Yes.
Now, when I took my black ass home and I did a little research,
Yeah.
and I seen that 16 and 8,
Yeah.
I said, "Damn, I had G fucked up."
So you just like the rest of the internet, we just be saying shit. We don't do the research first, we just be saying shit.
No, I'm gonna go in Simba's defense a little bit here. Simba's telling you about an era, what he watched.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because when I was coming up, Simba was probably a little kid, or
Yeah.
probably when you was born, Simba.
In 92.
92. See, I was already in the league for 3 years. So that's a little different. You know, I was 23 years old. So he didn't really know me like that. But as he grew up and he was young, he didn't really watch us like that.
Right.
And then Jay came in like 92 too, but he seen Jay
Yeah.
because that's his era of what happened. Because I'm 6 years older than Jay.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like they do eras. And I'm not mad about that. But nowadays these kids with this YouTube and all that, we're really seeing a lot of young kids fuck with a lot of old school players.
Right.
And that's cool until they go and Google us and see us. They be like, damn, these motherfuckers was really legit.
Yeah.
Just like with that NBA Jams turned us out.
Man.
We was the ones at NBA Jams.
Right.
The young kids are now just starting to put their picture on that. We was the ones started all that shit.
Right.
So it is what it is, man. But I'm not mad about nobody, but you just have to educate people about,
Right.
no, that's why I be saying, people got to stop saying about Magic, Bird, Kareem, Will Chamberlain. Man, y'all really didn't see them motherfuckers play, man.
Yeah, nine
For real,
times
for y'all
nine
didn't
times
see
out
And
them
of
that's
niggas
something
play.
I'm really learning.
Yeah,
That's
y'all
something
didn't
I'm
see
really
them-
starting to learn.
nine times out of 10, people favorite gonna always be who they grew up
Watch
watching.
who they grew up with.
It's crazy you say that because I think of basketball, sports in general, and hip hop the same way when we start doing them comparisons, right?
Yep.
And so I feel fortunate to have watched Magic, right? And then up to now. So I saw what that was. I saw Kareem. I saw what that was. I didn't see before that. That was like my thing, like Magic when I was a little kid, right? And so seeing GP play and then all of these eras, I feel fortunate to have saw probably 4 generations of basketball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Possibly 5 generations of basketball. And so for you cut off from probably 2 of those.
Yeah.
You didn't
Right.
get to even see it.
Yeah.
You don't even know what happened. And so by the time you won Defensive Player of the Year, you was in elementary school. That shit
Exactly.
didn't matter
He was
to
only
you.
4 years old.
Yeah.
And then
it
when
didn't
I
matter.
first started playing basketball was when the Nets was in the finals with the Lakers.
But I don't
That
know.
was Jay
But I don't
Kidd.
know.
That
I
was
just-
Jay Kidd, Vince
Kenyon
Carter,
Martin.
Kenyon Martin.
But I don't know.
all
But
of
I don't
them,
know.
Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when I
Sixth
first-
grade though, that young for me in sports, that's when you really gain an affinity for stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you really get excited.
Well, he wasn't in the 6th grade.
He wasn't in
When
sixth
you
grade.
in
He was
sixth
only
grade,
4
I was
years
in
old.
second grade.
He was
in
in
the
4
second
years
grade.
old.
You know what I'm saying? So
Damn
when
it.
you was in the 6th grade, who was the one of the
what
top
he was
hoopers
just
in the
saying,
league?
Kenyon
Probably
Martin.
be like T-Mac.
Okay.
Tracy McGrady.
Like,
T-Mac was
Okay.
the guy.
See, they
Yeah.
they
That's
were
when you-
coming up. See, he didn't even get a chance to see Akeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
He didn't get to
that's-
see
none of them.
Dominique Wilkins.
No,
he
he
didn't
didn't see
see players like that.
Right.
See, and them dudes, and everybody keep talking about that motherfucker Larry Bird. That motherfucker was cold.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He was a cold. Now, he was the first motherfucker legit. Get down. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He can play with anybody in the NBA. I don't care what
Today.
nobody say today. He will give them buckets. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, you didn't even watch Bernard King.
Yeah,
who
Bernard
can
King was
score
saucy.
basketball.
Saucy.
See what I'm
Saucy,
saying? So
yeah.
it was just an era thing. See, and I was just fortunate to be born in the 60s.
Yeah.
So I could watch other people like Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying? I seen guys like that come up, but I was a little shorty too. You know what I'm saying? My favorite player of all time and who pops to me is George Gervin. You didn't see the Iceman.
Yeah.
Iceman.
And then them posters and all that, man,
Yeah.
where we can go to Foot Locker and get all them posters.
Yeah, Iceman
You
had
feel
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, when I seen it and I heard it, I was like, I'm going to have to tell Simba what's happening.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And then, you got to understand, Simba, some guys like you or in your era don't go back and go do research.
Yes.
They think they got they ego take over from them. Talking about, I know what I'm talking about. They don't go and do the research and see, shit, man, this motherfucker was really cold.
No, I went
You
back.
feel what I'm saying?
So that's the beauty of the internet today is, even last night I was watching Reggie Miller talk about how you came into the '96 Olympics game and y'all was losing to the rookies by 20, and you was like, look, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm about to do, and y'all can follow me, and this how it's finna go, and y'all ended up killing them.
Yeah.
But going back, kind of just the power of the internet allows us to go watch the full games.
Yeah.
So when we see clips to where they say, we done with the 90s, woo, 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 they only showing us like 13 seconds of a clip
Yeah.
to where we seeing it and the internet's reacting to it. But when you go back and watch that game, it was real different than what it looked like on that clip, and that's what I had to go do.
Absolutely, and that's what I tell everybody. That's why I always say, people, go Google us. You know, go look at the games, man, because y'all be thinking we wasn't 21 too.
Right.
We was 21 at one time too, and we was athletic as hell too. So you gotta understand that, you know, you might see more athletes in this era, but you ain't seen people that could play basketball at every position who knew had an IQ of the game. Because there's not a lot of IQ in this game. It's only certain ones that have really IQs. A lot of people play on their ability of athletic ability. You see what I'm saying? So when I was coming up, every night I had a person at the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. Think about it. Think about my team. It was me, Sean Kemp, Hershey Hawkins, Dallas Shrimp, and Sam Perkins. 5 good motherfucking greats that can play. Now think about the Houston team. They had the same thing. Think about the Laker team. They had the same thing. You think about the Utah teams. They had the same thing. So right now, y'all got to understand that that's what we.
Can you have a guy that's so talented that this don't matter? Like, could you name a guy that
Well,
was
like far as IQ don't
that
matter?
just didn't have his eye? He was dumb as nails when
It
it came
always
to the
catch
game
up-
of
it always
basketball.
catch up with him.
Name one guy just didn't matter.
I never seen that. You know what? Y'all think of Dennis Rodman, but he had
J.R.
an IQ
Smith.
of the game. Dennis Rodman had an IQ of the game because he knew how to rebound the ball. He knew how to get people in foul trouble. He knew when the right play time
Dennis Rodman?
to pass the ball and do stuff like that.
Angles.
You see, he had angles. See, that's what I'm talking about. Let me give you an example, I'm not trying to be biased. My son got a hell of an IQ for the game because he knows everything that's going to come, and he knows when to go steal the ball. He knows when to get a defensive rebound. He knows how to steal the basketball. He knows when not to shoot and when to shoot and all that type of stuff. Y'all got to understand that type of situation that we have in the game. That's why when you see a lot of young teams losing, when do they lose the game? They lose the game at the last end of the game.
yeah.
Because of what? They do stupid stuff and take dumb shots and make dumb passes and dumb turnovers.
Shout out to GP2 too, because one story that ain't been talked about this playoff series is that being glued to Jalen Green's chest 94 feet took Jalen Green out the game, not nothing else. I mean, you know, Draymond got in his head, but then nobody was talking about the way he was D'ing him up and touching his chest every time that just tap him, let him know you there. I'm right here. You ain't gonna do nothing. And he was getting frustrated.
And it's a good example of that because what he was doing was he was grabbing him.
Right.
Grabbing him a lot. And when you grab somebody for a long period of a time, it frustrates you. And it wears your body down. You see what I'm saying? And then what was he doing? he was kicking the ball to other people when he usually brings the ball down
Right.
and be dominant.
Right.
Reason he didn't want to do that is because you're getting pissed all the time, and if you make a wrong mistake and you take time, you're going to take time off your shot clock, and then what you're going to be doing when you get down to this other end, you're going to be going against the clock with 9 and 8 seconds, and then you're going to be taking quick shots. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that takes toll on people, man. And I hate that. One time, Chris Paul came to a game and he was like, man, I got to deal with your ass. Now I got to deal with your pesky ass son. Man, I got to get him in foul trouble because that motherfucker always want to be all up on me, man. I'm too old for this. And people get frustrated.
Yeah,
with
they
that,
do.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you get frustrated when people are pesting you and pesting you and holding you and holding you. It takes a toll out of you. I don't care what nobody say. They can say they be in great shape. It's like boxing.
Yeah.
If you getting pounded for 6 rounds
Yeah.
at 3 minutes, pound, pound, pound. By the time the 10th round come, man, you tired, man. You about to get knocked out.
And same,
I'm telling you.
same in football. They be thinking them 2-yard runs and 3-yard runs don't
That
don't
shit
wear
beat
that
your
D-line
ass up.
down by the end of the game.
And you
So-
keep hitting
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a Earl Campbell. That's
Right.
why Earl Campbell and Walter Payton was so good, man, because they kept pounding into you, pounding. Man, you stop saying, man, I'm stop tackling this motherfucker, man. I'm tired of tackling this dude
Right.
because he keep pounding me, man, and he hurting my body.
Yeah.
That's what things do in a sport when you learn how to do it.
Let me talk to these niggas, Zeke. Somebody got said. Shit. You niggas run the IG for inspiration, cause your immediate circle ain't good for shit but hating.